Hey fellow YouTubers, just bringing you another video of my fish. Let's check this out. Just a little bit of an update, you know. Here's my Lethrinops intermedius breeding setup. This dude is looking fabulous. Tank's a little bit cloudy because I just stirred it up, getting some eggs out of a female's mouth. But it should settle in a few minutes. I'm down to 3 females. I started with about 7. And I'm down to 3. He's really aggressive with them, and I just leave all the females in this tank, and it's kind of how it goes. But he totally beats them up and kills them. But hey, they're producing a ton of fish, and I really don't have a separate place to keep the females while they get ready to breed, and then dump them in. So yeah, they're doing good. He's looking awesome, and here's a brand new set that I just put in that tumbler. Look at those guys. I think they're about 10 days old at this point, roughly. So they're doing terrific. Here's my Ethelwinays. They are looking awesome. Look at that dude. He's just stunning. And none of these are holding right now, but they are probably getting ready. That one right there, its belly is pretty full. Look at that. So it'll most likely be producing some eggs soon. And you can actually see I've got a little clown pleco under there. Those guys are really neat. If you have a chance to pick it up, do it. They're pretty hard to find in my area, but I've got a few of them in my tanks. Here's my 65-gallon, and this is the tank that that I'm planning on finally selling fish out of. Look at this Bucanoto male. Look at this guy. Oh man, look at the coloration is coming through. He's got some nice egg spots going on. That guy is looking awesome. This other Buco right there is also a male. Sorry about the reflection. That's also a male right there, so you could tell by the egg spots on him, and he has a little bit of coloration, but he's definitely toned down. There's 2 more Bucos in here. I started with 10, and I've got 4 here and 1 male in my main show tank that I've put up there. And the others, they fought and killed each other. This is a Super Ruby Red, and this one's really getting colored up. That guy's looking good, and that's a female Super Ruby Red. Look at that Frontosa. This is a copper band Frontosa, and that guy is looking amazing. He's over 3 inches. And growing well. I have another Frontosa back there as well. That right there is my Super VC10 male. He's looking awesome. There's the female up front, male in the back. Look at all that blue. Look at his fins all colored with red and that white tips. Man, he's looking great. He is just over 3 inches as well and growing terrific. I have an Angara right there, Angara Flametail, and he's looking amazing. Right about the 3-inch mark. Look at that coloration. He's got orange flare all throughout his body, and he's an adolescent. So this tank is doing great. Now down here's my redfin Borley. That guy's looking terrific. There's another male right there. Sorry, this is a little bit dark. This is an unlit tank. And then 3 full-grown females. They're now producing eggs. 2 of them just had a huge batch. And one of them ended up with like 2 eggs in her mouth. So I think it was her first time actually carrying eggs. Something I want to show you guys here. I've got 2 heaters in here. And just yesterday I noticed my temps dropped to 74 degrees. And I usually have this tank riding at about 82. And so I have this Marineland Visitherm. Man, I've had 2 of those fail. It's so ridiculous. In a short amount of time. Like, they're brand new in January and February. One died in 2 weeks. The other one just died yesterday. But, so I have this little 50 watt. It's only designed for 10, 15 gallon tank. But this definitely came in to save the day. I have that for a makeshift hospital tank that I just use as a bucket. And just drop that in order to medicate fish or try to save them or whatever. But I had that as a backup. It saved the day. It kept the temps riding at 74, which is not bad. And I got this new heater. And actually, you know, The heaters that I really like are these Eheim's Jaggers. These are terrific, and I've got them in all my tanks. But my local big box pet stores do not carry them. So I found that they had this, and it was titled National Geographic. And I was like, what? I'm not gonna buy a heater made by National Geographic. I mean, I think they have an amazing publication and they have terrific photos, but National Geographic making heaters? Really? Well, I opened the box and this heater looks identical to my Eheim Jaggers. Identical, only the coloration on the swivel on the top for the temperature adjustment is different, but the cord is the same, the construction is the same, the suction cups are the same, the little heating filament light is the same, the coil is the same. I mean, 36-month warranty, it's the same. I think these heaters are exactly the same. And actually this one says that it's more efficient than the Eheims. The Eheim is rated 150 watts for a 60-gallon tank, I think it is, and these are 150 watts rated for a 70-gallon tank. So just a little more effective in their efficient in their rating. So anyway, those guys are doing happy, and so I'm glad I could get that heater done, taken care of today. Now here's my grout tanks. I actually, let me step back. I made a light up here. This is an industrial light. And I think I showed you guys in the video the parts that I had for this before with the with the T8 bulbs that I have up there. But yeah, I got this put together. It was dirt cheap and got a little switch on it. It's plugged in, so it provides some good illumination for this area. So I got a 55 up here, and look at these fish. Got fish all over the place in here. You can see some redfin borley eyes right there. Look at that coloration on them. Those guys are only they're less than 2 months old, and they're already growing quick. These are my Lethrinops. That guy has kind of a weird belly. He's been that way since birth. I don't know, we'll see. But the rest of them are look normal. And I think all these bigger dudes are males in the Lethrinops. And then I've got my Ethels, and they like to cruise on the bottom. And some of these are about 1.5 inches. The bigger ones, they're taking a long time to grow. They are slow growers. But they are going to be way cool when they're done. And they're ready for sale, probably about the 2.5 inch mark, I would say. And where I could tell the difference between male and female. So that tank is doing awesome. And I have got, check this out. This is my new setup. I picked this up for 40 bucks. And this is the 500 UV model, and works great. Did all new media in it, and it's doing terrific. And so I'm just going to swap this out from one tank to the next, maybe once every 2 weeks or so, and just get some good filtration in addition to the sponge filters. So I love these filters right here. They're awesome. And then I've got a bunch of dudes down here. And these are fish that I've not bred, I've just bought them. And I've handpicked every single one. And most of these are males that I could tell. Look at these German Reds right there. Oh yeah. And then these Dragon Bloods. Those guys are looking terrific. Look at that Dragon Blood back there. He is so colored up and looking great. And then I've got a swimming in the back there. See that guy? That is a Sunshine Yellow Benga. Just picked him up the other day, and I'd say he's an adolescent. He's definitely 2.5 inches. I have some Hatfuscos. There's a Hatfusco right there, and Malawi Thick Lips is that big guy right there. I've got a couple of those in the tank, and some Venustus. You can see that draft pattern on them. Some Venustus. So all these guys are doing wonderful. They're looking great. And then I just fed these guys because I just dumped in some more redfin borley eyes just 10 minutes ago. So that's what's on the bottom. Most of that is food. I feed them a crushed mixture that I make, and then also little grow pellets and Some fish in here will be great eating the grow pellets, others eat the little ground up. I ground it up really, really fine. But that bottom will be cleared off in probably 15 minutes or so. Even less, probably 10 minutes. They're going to town on it. And then, kind of hard to see, but let me see if I can get down in here. There's another tank, and I've got some guys growing in here. These are super ruby reds that they like to hide behind that filter. But these are super ruby reds that watch them spawn and pull them out, and I've got them growing. I'm going to need to keep them separate through the growth stages just because the females are going to look exactly like my female Ethel Linnaeus, and I don't have any room for any more tanks, so I'll have to see what I need to do with them. But just thought I might give you an update on my new tanks and all my tanks and all my fish and what I've been doing with them, and they're growing, and hopefully probably in about 4 or 5 months these guys will be ready to sell, and they'll be good to go, and the hobby will be paying for itself. At least that's the idea, right? All right, catch you next time.